Hi, welcome to a guide for Assassin's Creed 3 to craft all the special weapons and Ben Franklin's inventions. I'm putting in a reference to the bears at the beginning. These are quite close to the homestead, so if you need any bear grease for crafting naval convoys or other goods, you can find them here. Although in this guide we're not going to craft the naval convoy, I don't think they're that useful. The other thing you'll need is special iron ingots. And they're available if you run out, and only if you run out. You should get some from completing the mining mission and opening chests around town. But if you do run out, you'll find some in this crate. So head to the back of the manor, aim for that wood pile by the stables, and drop down there and loot that crate. And again, you'll only find some in there if you've got 0 left in your inventory. Now, the way to check your inventory is go to the accounting book in the manor, go down to Connor, and scroll along until you get to S, where you will see special iron ingot. And you'll see I've got 5 because I've just looted that chest. Next, we're going to talk about how to craft stuff if you don't have a recipe. First of all, you need to select an artisan, and then you need to select the ingredients. And in this case, I'm going to select iron ore, and I think silver ore. There we go, some silver ore. And if I put these things together along with Big Dave, I'll make a Franklin stove, which is one of Ben Franklin's inventions. But we'll come back to that. The other thing you'll need to know is if you want to craft the special weapons, you'll need at least one recipe that uses a special iron ingot already, because you can't select those from a blank resource spot. So select the War Tomahawk in this case I've picked, and then I'm going to add silver ore again, and along with Big Dave, that will make Washington's battle sword replica. But Big Dave needs to be level 4. And that will add the recipe to your list. You'll see before I had 19 special items listed. There's the War Tomahawk there. But if I scoot back, I thought they might be alphabetical. They're not. There is Washington's battle sword, and I've got 20 listed. So it will actually remember the recipe when you create it. And you don't have to have the recipe. You've just got to have one for a special iron ingot. Okay, now we know the basics of crafting. Let's look at what we'll need. First of all, go to the stockpile, access your farm, and you'll need to buy flax, rye, vegetables, wool, and fresh water. You will also want to go to the mining section and pretty much fill up on everything. You want 10 out of 10 here. And if you don't know how to level up your artisans and your miners and people, check my homestead guide. I'll link that in the description, but you won't be able to build a lot of these until you've done that. You may also want to buy stuff from Ellen too. But let's have a look at building the raw materials that we'll need to build stuff. First of all, we are going to make some flints. Flints are used for all the pistols, and they require lead ore, iron ore, limestone, and Big Dave at level 2. So go ahead and craft 6 of those. Next, go back to the materials section in the recipes and select sewing threads. And again, we'll need a few of these, so go to town and build as many as you can. I like to always have a full stock because they're also used in all the pouch upgrades, which you'll get as you upgrade Ellen. Next, we're going to build some weapon blades. We just need one of these for the broken sword knife, and that uses charcoal and iron ore and Big Dave level 2. So make one of those. And then I think we're building some dies. We need one of those for one of the swords, and they use vegetables and Ellen level 2. Finally, we're going to need glass bottles for some of the inventions, and they just use sand and Big Dave level 1. So go ahead and craft a few of them. I think you need 2 or 3. Oh, and 1 Lindsay Woolsey, my apologies. You need wool and flax for this, and also Ellen. So go ahead and craft one of those too. Now we've done that, let's have a look at building the items. The broken sword knife requires the weapon blades we just built and a special iron ingot, and also Big Dave at level 2. And again, if your artisans aren't high enough level, I'll link a guide. The English flintlock pistol requires oak lumber, flints, special iron ingot. It requires lance at level 2 and also Big Dave at level 2. The French coat pistol requires iron ore, flints, the special iron ingot, and Big Dave at level 2, as you'll see there. The Iron Blade War Club, which is a lot of fun, requires ash lumber, a special iron ingot, lance at level 2, and Big Dave at level 1. The Italian flintlock, which is a great little pistol, requires maple lumber, flint, special iron ingot, lance at level 3, and Big Dave at level 3. Washington's battle sword, which is one of the best swords in the game, silver ore, special iron ingot, and Big Dave at level 4. The naval axe requires hickory lumber, It requires a special iron ingot, and Lance and Big Dave both at level 3. The Naval Duckfoot, which is a fun little sword, requires a special iron ingot, which I've just run out of, so I went and looted some more. It also needs lead ore and flints, and Big Dave at level 3. The Royal Navy Sea Service Flintlock requires gold ore, flints, a special iron ingot, and Big Dave. The Royal Pistol requires silver ore, flints, a special iron ingot, and Big Dave at level 3. The War Tomahawk requires only a special iron ingot and Big Dave at level 2, and this is a great thing to make early on. You can, I think, make this from sequence 9 or so. Lincoln's Sword, the replica, requires dyes which we made from vegetables, a special iron ingot, and Big Dave at level 3. And then we're going to craft the saddlebags. The small saddlebag requires, I thought that was copper ore, sewing threads, and Ellen and Dave at 3 and 4 respectively. The medium saddlebags require silver ore, sewing threads, and Ellen and Dave at 3 and 4 again. And the large saddlebags, simply select a previous saddlebag and switch out the ore to gold ore. There we go, and you can craft those. And you'll unlock those at sequence 12 if you've activated Uplay, but otherwise you can craft them early, and they're great. They allow you to refill inventory on the fly from your horse. Anyway, that's all the weapons. Let's have a look at the inventions. First of all, the busybody, iron ore, sand, and Big Dave at level 2. The electrostatic generator is copper ore, iron ore, sand, and the Dr. Lyle at level 3, Big Dave at level 4. The Franklin stove requires silver ore, iron ore, and Big Dave at level 3. The glass harmonica requires charcoal, sand, and Big Dave at level 4. The Joseph Priestley soda apparatus requires fresh water and glass bottles, and Oliver the innkeeper, who never levels up. The Lindsay Woolsey, the kindling, and Ellen level 2 are required for the kite and key. The Leyden jar, copper ore, fresh water, glass bottles, and Big Dave at level 2. The orrery requires copper ore, rosewood lumber, Big Dave at level 1 and Lance at level 2, and the Watt steam engine requires fresh water, iron ore, and Big Dave at level 3. And that is all your inventions and special weapons. So remember, if you need to level up your artisans or your guys who make stuff, I will link a description in. I will link to a video describing all the homestead missions in the description. But for now, I'm just going to let this play out. We're going to go with axes, and then I think blunt weapons. Then we're going to have a look at swords, tomahawks, and small weapons, and finally firearms. And I'm just going to do a montage of combat. So enjoy. Hope that was useful. Lots of love. Bye.